Hey guys, what's up? This is Johan. I am just doing a quick little video over here. So I have my Queen Angel has been sitting in my quarantine for 3 months. That's a long time. 3 months of quarantine at hyposalinity. So and the quarantine has been looking extremely dirty. Actually, let me show you. Alright guys, so here you can see the quarantine and you can see how filthy it is. There goes the beautiful Queen Angel and you can just see all the muck and stuff. And I kind of let this tank go, but it wasn't really that dirty. I was in a video sometime last week and then I turned the filter off. So it's not running, it has not been running for almost a week. So all the filtration in there is dead. The bacteria is probably dead. So it probably still a few bacteria alive, but it's nothing usable for the system. But the Queen Angel has been doing awesome, doing really fine. So this tank needs a cleanup. So I was gonna do a clean, but I was like, nah, let me try something else. In the meantime, let me show you guys this. Here is the 20-gallon nano, looking good. Don't mind this right here. This is just my filtration. I need a little bit of extra water polishing because I had those diatoms or dinoflagellants all over the tank. I need it gone, so put that on there. A little pump and what you call this, water bottle of water, some filter floss, sucks it in and keeps it really clean. So I do that. This is my first time doing it, so I'm gonna start doing this once a week, once a month. Alright guys, so I also break down the 75-gallon. As you guys knew, all the fish died, so I went ahead and take it apart. So now, as you guys can see, I'm filling it up with water. So my plans is to rehome the Queen Angel and get her into this tank, or him, I'm not sure. I'm not sure what to call the Queen Angel, if it's him or her. So for now, I'm gonna call the Queen Angel Little Voodoo. The reason I call him Little Voodoo is because when the blue light hits the Queen Angel, all the blue stripes, all the blue little accents on that fish glows in the dark, and it looks like a nice little voodoo mask kind of. So call him Blue Voodoo. But anyways, I am gonna move him over to the 75-gallon nano. Oh yeah, 75-gallon nano, because sick and tired of having him in this tank. It's on the ground, and that's how I usually run my quarantine. It keeps it cool down on the floor, so I don't have to worry about any heating issues, especially during the summertime. During the winter, I have to have it up on a stand because the floor gets extremely cold. But during the summer, this is a cool little place to keep your aquarium or your quarantine cool. It's down low, you know. Anyways, so you can see how dirty this tank is. I'm gonna put the Queen in the 75-gallon. I may not fill the 75-gallon all the way up. I may just have it halfway or 3/4 of the way up. It's filling right now with some our water. I'm gonna mix up some salt in a little bit, and then add the Queen Angel. So this is still gonna be another quarantine system right now. It's still gonna be for the Queen Angel and for the Queen Angel only. I'm gonna run this at hyposalinity, and I am thinking of starting to get some fish. So I'm not sure what I'm gonna get. Well, I do have a plan of fish I'm gonna get. So I wanted to start off with 2 more Emperor Angels. I love Emperor Angels and I love Queen Angels, and those are the 2 fish that I want. But I want to get them, the Emperor Angels, as babies, and then they are going to be in the 30-gallon quarantine system by itself. So that way, pardon me. So that way they can, you know, at least get their quarantine, and they could have the Queen Angel in the main system at hyposalinity, and the 75-gallon nano is just gonna only be for quarantine for now until I get myself back to where I want to, and then I'll slowly bring the salinity back up, you know. But at least I could at least have fish, you know. But if you guys, I'm going around the Nano, and the Nano is looking really nice. So all the corals, got these zoas right here. They just explode everywhere. And this acro, I don't have the filter on here. I just whip the camera up to do something else. But I have a video coming out on these guys. I got 2 of these. There goes a pipefish. Always happy and scared of my fingers as usual, but you know, pipefish is doing well. So I like the fact that I added these feather dusters. I added them so it could help with the filtration, because I am feeding a lot more because of the pipefish. It's feeding like the baby brine shrimp and some of the real oyster eggs. I'm feeding some of that, so he actually likes that. So I want to get something else that helps filter the water as well. So I may be getting a few more of those, and I like the fact that I got those because I can put a few more, and then I want to also get a nice sized clam that will help filter the water out as well. So that's what that whole thing is. I'm gonna be running this like this for a little while. I would like to get a better, more professional looking thing like this. So I might just build a DIY 3D print something to house the entire, you know, make it look like one nice system instead of a plastic bottle hanging in the display. But it works, you know. But back to the 75 gallon, it's honestly filling there for some our water. I'm gonna mix up some salt in a little bit. So I'm gonna cut this video here and then jump to where once the water is filling. Might be a couple hours from now, but you know. Hey guys, so we're back. It's 24 hours later. So I started this video on Sunday, so now it is Monday at 8 p.m. It's past 24 hours since I started recording this video. Trying to get this to fill up. It's halfway of the 75 gallon and it takes forever, and sorry about the noise, it's really noisy right now. So this system is already cycled. Hold on, let me just flip the noise around. Turn the lights on so you guys can see what I'm talking about. So I got this pump right here. It's just a filter. You can see the filter phosphorus kind of looks brown. Then over here I have this big pump that was mixing up all the salt. I want to make sure that the entire salt was completely dissolved so I don't shock my Queen Angel. It is hyposalinity at the right levels as the quarantine tank. I put some beneficial bacteria in here, just what I got from the store. Then also I'll be dosing some of this seed. Okay, there you go. So I'll be dosing some seed as well. I wanted some Biospira, but there was none at the LFS, so I got some seed. Then I have, if you could look right in there, I have a rock that was in the quarantine system. I'm gonna be putting all the rocks that I had in the quarantine system so that it can make sure this tank is cycled enough for the Queen Angel. So I'm gonna go ahead and start her quarantine. I'm gonna start Voodoo's quarantine. Let's start calling the Queen by what she's called, Little Voodoo. Okay, so yeah, let's get that started. I'm gonna put you guys in a tripod and start the time lapse. Hey there, beautiful. Are you ready for the big tank? Yep, you're going in the big tank. Girl, come on. Okay. I got you. It's okay. You go into the bigger system. Alright, so there she is. Okay. Alright. So another thing that I have to do with these rocks, I have to kind of brush them off because there's a lot of hair algae that grew on these because it kind of let the tank fall behind. So I'll be trying to clean these off as not too clean, just a little bit clean enough so I don't have any algae transfer into the 75 gallon, which it doesn't matter, but I just want to be at least a little bit clean. Alright, so the reason I'm doing this, I want to make sure I transfer all the rocks from here over there so that the tank is basically cycled already for the Queen Angel, because this is the right size fish, right size amount of bacteria that's already built up. So it's probably a little bit more bacteria than is needed to keep the fish alive, but I want to make sure it is well stabilized. The water is so murky I can't even see the bottom of the tank. It's in the wet I'm picking up. I know, bad. Embarrassment. But it's not gonna happen again. I guess that's what happens when you get depressed when all your fish die. Yeah, you start just leaving things fall behind. So alright guys, remember in my last video on Monday I did mention that my corals in the 20 gallon nano, they usually extend to their full potential about 8 p.m. so it is about 8:25 right now, and if you look at this, you feel it right here, see how big it is? Like, it's my hand. And it is humongous. But let me see, size comparison, yeah, almost as big as my face. So, and that's the bigger one. And oh, so now this is what I was trying to show in my last video, where they were reaching over and just touching, and you can see right here where they are messing with the force fire digitata, and they just, so yeah, I really need to do something with these. You feel it. Alright guys, so here is my little Acclamation system. So it's basically a airline tubing, but it's the larger one, the larger ones that you find on the protein skimmers, and loops, goes down and then into the bucket. So I haven't started the siphon yet, but I'm about to right now. Alright guys, so there is the queen doing this drip acclimation. It's a little bit of a fast drip acclimation, but I'm just gonna leave it roll. So I'm gonna wait till it fills up almost to the entire 5 gallons, and then I'll just dump everything back into the system. Well, I don't know if I want to do it. I want to do it, but she just pooped everywhere. I keep calling her she. I don't know. I keep calling little voodoo a she. But yeah, so let me go ahead and start putting all the rocks into the 75 gallon nano. Alright guys, so the acclimation is pretty much done. The 5 gallon bucket is just about full, so I'm gonna go ahead and put the Queen Angel in the quarantine system, in the 75 gallon nano. Alright guys, so the Queen Angel is now in there. Little Voodoo has a little bit of a much more bigger space to swim around in. So I just have some dry rock behind here, a little coral decor thing that I have, and right in behind there you guys could see all of the rocks from the quarantine system, and then it also has some of the what you call these rocks, the biospheres. Yeah, the biosphere. So in my quarantine, if you guys don't know, I don't run any medication besides for any internal parasites. It's mainly hyposalinity. So transitioning rock from my quarantine into my 75-gallon nano, it's just fine. It's only for bacteria purposes only. Once I start raising up the salinity, I may have to start dosing the system a little bit more to raise up the bacteria, because the bacteria that's in there right now is basically brackish water bacteria. But yeah, the queen angel is just back there, and fungus spot. The base of the tank is not painted, and also there is no boards behind that, so she was looking down, and that's the safest place for her because it is the darkest spot. So I'm just gonna let her chill and enjoy the new tank, and then we'll go from there. Alright guys, so it's been a bit of a 2-day type journey, getting this system ready for, halfway ready for the Queen Angel to get put into the system. It was started from yesterday, Sunday, and you guys won't see this till Thursday. So I started where I decided to raise them up the water in here, mix the salt water up, and I didn't want to go ahead and rush, because every time you rush, something bad always happens. So I let the salt water mix overnight, make sure the salinities match and the temperatures match as well, and then still did the acclimation just in case, make sure everything's all good, because the water the Queen Angel came from was really dirty, and this is basically brand new water. So so far so good. The Queen Angel is settling in. I'm gonna try feeding her a little bit, and then from there we should be good to go. Anyways guys, if you like this video, you're gonna hit the like button down below, and also remember to subscribe. I'll catch you guys in the next one.